Okay, we're
Live?
fucking live.
Oh shit.
So count it out. 3, 2, 1.
All right, welcome to Seth Arp and the podcast. I'm your host, Seth Arp, looking at across the world wide web, Zachary Westcott.
Heyo. Hey, I can see you. It's all fucking pixelated and blurry as shit, but I can see you.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Something's
As long
going
as
on
I can
there.
hear you, it's fine. That's
All
all that
right.
really needs to happen.
Yeah.
So what's up, Seth?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just living the fun employed dream.
That's great, man. Well, you said you're busy later, so do you have fun employed plans?
I do. I'm actually going to see my friend and play a gig tonight.
Oh,
Um,
dude, cool.
so
You're sitting there going, "Oh, I don't have anything to talk about." That's bullshit. You have a gig. What do you mean? Well, tell me
well,
about it. How'd you get it?
no, I'm not playing. My friend is playing.
Oh, well, never mind. I thought you said you were going to play the gig with him. I was like, oh, shit, that's cool.
No. My friend has a gig that I'm going to see.
Oh,
Um,
solid, solid. And what
but
kind of
yeah,
musician is he?
he's my friend from that band Non Pronto. It's like pop rock with like a jazzy feel.
Yes,
I
yes, that's right.
brought them up before. So
Yeah, okay, cool. That's always fun. Tuesday shows. I've been to a couple Tuesday shows. Lots of fun.
it's Monday.
It's Monday. Shit. I wish it was Tuesday. God damn it. Monday shows. Monday shows are also fun. I have also been to Monday shows. Wow, I thought it was. It's Tuesday for the listeners. Okay,
Yeah, it's true. This is true. It's Tuesday.
it's Tuesday for the listeners.
Yeah. Um,
I'm sorry. That's why I'm drinking my white mocha latte that is like
that
4 hours old, and I put in the fridge and
yeah,
then just heat
your
up.
controversial Starbucks cup.
Yeah, I cover up the controversy though, just for the people. So
So
man, yeah, let's get this podcast started.
yeah, what have you been listening to?
Here's before we get started, we should think about, this is going to be a little bit of how the sausage gets made. We should think about maybe introducing the podcast better. Not that you do a bad job like with what you say, but I think we could add more to it. I feel like we need. Do you listen to any other podcasts?
I do not.
Okay, you don't. So, but that's fine. I do. I listen to quite a bit. And a lot of the time they'll like be like, "Welcome to Seth Harper in the podcast. Your music, everything, your one-stop shop for music news or something." I don't want to do
Right.
that. That sounds terrible. But we should think of something clever.
A little tagline.
Yeah, just like something, something to, something to something.
Something to liven it up.
Yes, liven it up. Hint, hint. Um, Okay, so yeah, what have we been listening to? Why don't you start? Start us
When
off.
I start, well, I've been bouncing a little bit. Um, it has been. I have been listening to some Wilco lately. I think that kind of comes with the territory of living in Chicago. Is
I
being
cannot get into that band no matter what I do. I
really.
recognize them as a good band. I just can't. I don't know. It's that dude's voice. I just don't like it. It's not for me.
I don't. I don't know. There's. I'm
I
not.
bet the
See, I'm not.
songwriting's great. I almost guarantee it, but I just can't get past the voice. Can't do it.
mm,
But we'll go. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
Okay, we'll go.
it's a yeah. It's living in Chicago. It's like obviously Wilco being from Chicago. It's
Yeah.
like Wilco is like the Michael Jordan of indie rock in Chicago.
Yeah, man, that's super true. Like, I bet when they play at Lollapalooza, it's just insane,
Yeah,
super
or just
insane.
yes, any shows like that. It's I mean, like you don't need to walk around and ask like anyone in Chicago. Oh, do you listen to Wilco? It's like
Yeah,
hell,
bruh.
duh, yeah,
Of course,
duh.
dude. I watch the Bears. Listen to Wilco.
Except I don't watch the Bears.
Someone
Um,
does. Probably
someone
people
does.
in Chicago. Okay, cool. Anything else? Any other genres, maybe?
Um,
Hmm.
oh, I don't know. I'm like kind of in a like go to my tried and trues. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I've been I've been doing a little bit of songwriting lately, so I've been like listening to a lot of stuff that's kind of like in the headspace I want to write in.
Okay.
Um, it's a
Probably
little
a good way
more,
to start songwriting, or at least get in the mood, you know?
yeah. It's just when you listen to that stuff, like as long as you're in the mindset, like I can't, you don't. If I'm gonna write a sad song, I need to be listening to stuff that makes me feel sad. Or if I'm writing a
Brian
happy song,
Adams, Heartbreaker.
yeah. So I actually have a compiled a Spotify playlist of like my current inspiration,
Ooh,
but it's like some of like the stuff off
that's
of
cool.
Queens of the Stone Age, their most recent record, like because some of that stuff's like really dark and heavy and
Mm-hmm.
moody. Um,
Super is.
I do have some Ryan Adams on there, um,
That'll
and
bum
I've
me out real easy.
and I've actually uh, was listening to some quite a bit of Incubus too.
There's some
Um,
fucking sad ass Incubus, man. Woo, they'll
uh,
get you.
yeah, because I've been having my guitar in my room. I've been like wanting to learn some random Incubus songs, so I googled a few videos, and then like all of a sudden it just got me in a mood to listen to them. So Incubus is like circa Morning View and Crow After the Murder.
Oh, dude, if you want to get sad, all you gotta do is pop on that there Mexico,
All right,
and you'll just be fucking bawling your eyes out.
pretty much.
It's a good song. It's a good song.
Yeah. So what about you?
Whew. Okay, so this is pretty much. I have two topics. This one is fits because it's kind of been a more recent thing, and then my other one will be shorter, but it's more of just like a marketing pitch, I guess, advertising, I suppose. Anyway, which fits because you were marketing. All right. So there's been a shit ton of new music coming out, and I didn't even know it until today because I was on like I took like a sort of mini vacation, well, mini staycation last week, and I took off Wednesday through Friday and just like stayed at home and hung out, played Fallout 4. A lot of fun.
Hmm.
And also I went drinking on the weekdays, which if you guys didn't know, you can get really drunk for like $10 on a weekday. It's awesome. In downtown Madison, they're just giving it away to you. They're like, "Here, take all of our good beer. We don't want it. It's Thursday." It was awesome. Anyway,
Very nice.
yeah. Anyway, so Monday rolls around, the sad return to work, and so the morning is kind of my like I kind of have like my settle in period where I sort of like I'll jump on, I'll like get my email set up, all my work shit ready to go, and then I'll like maybe check social media, and then I'll always check Spotify and get that going, ready to start the day. And I realized that last Friday I was hungover all day and totally forgot that new music came out.
Right.
And then I was like, oh, this is a nice surprise. Like I get to go look at all the music that came out, and there's a shit ton that I had no idea that was coming out. A lot of stuff that I was like really pleasantly surprised for, didn't even know existed. So first I'm gonna start with this. Actually, I guess this is a not. This isn't last Friday, but the week before. So 2 weeks ago, Eric Church dropped a surprise album. Did you hear about that?
What? I did not.
He sent it out to all the members of his fan club for free. Or I mean, I'm guessing the fan club might be some sort of like subscription thing, or honestly, I don't know. But he just sent it out, and it showed
Really?
up to people's doors on like a Wednesday.
That's pretty cool.
And then it didn't go on to anything digitally until I probably last week or maybe even Friday. Because I mean, I saw that's where I saw it was on Spotify and the new releases. I was like, shit, here it is. It's pretty good. It's different. I could go on for a while about Eric Church, but I won't because we have lots more music to get to. But yeah, Eric Church dropped a surprise album, which I do like. Surprise albums are rad. I like, even if they're not that good. It's just the fact that you get something like fucking like it's here. You don't have to wait at all, you know?
Right.
Um, so it's kind of a big list. I need to start at the bottom here. And I'm basically just looking at the new releases tab in Spotify for people who use it.
I'm on that as
So
well.
so we've got Eric Church CD. There was a EP. It's called Lung. Okay, the title of the EP is Lungs. It's by Devin Baldwin. She is. I don't know much about her, but she has been featured on a bunch of like really good like hip hop tracks. It's sort of like the chorus. You know what I mean? And
Sure.
she put out her own like EP, and it's like kind of more electronic, dramatic, like with like really powerful vocals. It's good. It's good. We got Lawrence Taylor. You heard of him?
Nope.
Solo dude out of the UK, I think, somewhere in Great Britain. Super good. Just like stands with like a freaking guitar in him, and he just plays really well and has a really like awesome voice, but a good British voice. You know, not like a bad British voice.
Not like the Kooks.
Yeah, he's no kooks. He's no kooks. So
Um.
he dropped. I think that's an EP as well. Yeah, it's just a four
So,
track, four
what
song.
genre is he? Is
It's
he
like
like?
blues. It's like
Ooh.
blues. He's like a solo pop blues. You know,
Hmm.
he's kind of like a Boney, not Bon Iver, but the guy. I don't even know what to call him.
Hosier.
Kind of in the fact that like it's just him. You know,
Okay.
doing his fucking thing. Then we've got there's a New Politics album out there. It's okay if you like New Politics. Logic, who is I think he's a rapper from the East Coast. He's sort of he's a mixed dude. Like by that I mean half black, half white, and he's like pretty young. I think he's younger than us. He put out a full debut, I think, last year, and then this one kind of dropped out of nowhere, and it's like really, really good. He's got really good flow, and he's really fast, and he has like really good like East Coast sort of beats, you know, that like utilize kind of like slower beats. It's not like your heavy sort of like dance hip hop that's like that you hear a lot of. It's
Sure.
more like it's like indie hip hop. I don't. It's really good though. It's more along the lines of like Atmosphere than T Pain or you know
All right.
fucking you know what I mean, or
Yeah, I know
Kanye
what you
or
mean.
yeah. Um, and then you got. Do you remember A Great Big World?
I remember the
Remember
name.
that
I do
song? Remember that song with they had with Christina Aguilera that made them super famous, but then no one ever heard of them again?
vaguely.
Say Something.
Oh yeah.
Well, they're back with a brand new album,
Yeah.
and I actually liked it. I don't know. It's very Ben Foldsy.
Really?
It really reminds me of sort of like not as good because
Not as good.
I don't think the songwriting was as good, but it definitely evokes that kind of like piano driven band. You know what I mean? Like how
Mhm.
Ben Folds is so good. That's all I'm really getting at is that Ben Folds is good. Um, New Mute Math album. They're sort of a rock,
Yep.
electronic
Yep. I know.
rock. You know, Mute Math. They're good. They have a weird sound, but I really like it. I don't really know how to describe it.
Yeah, I really liked that last record they had.
Odd, odd,
Odd
odd,
Soul.
Odd Soul. Yes, Odd Soul is good. Their first album's really fucking good too. But yeah, it's called Vitals, so that's
Yep.
new.
I've heard a
And
couple of the
then
singles off of that.
lastly, the album that dropped last Friday, man, the new J Beebs album,
Yep.
Purpose. It came out. It's fucking. They have the deluxe version on Spotify. It's got fucking 19 tracks on this bitch.
Damn.
Who features Halsey? Weird. Halsey's a featured artist on one of the
Yeah,
tracks.
I think I read a
Um,
review of it. Of it.
and
I haven't
yeah,
heard. I've only heard the. I think I've only heard "What Do You Mean" off
yeah.
of that, which
It
I like. Actually, didn't hate.
there's
Like,
okay, so I went through and I was like, you know, his those past three singles he put out were like so different. And not like I don't mean like different for maybe the stuff he did on his last record, but like just thinking about the fucking we could talk forever. The career of Justin Bieber, man, that arc that he's been on, that I don't know. Like I think this is the natural. Like at first I thought, whoa, man, he's going all edgy, but you know what? everyone fucking goes all edgy, especially those little teeny boppers that like become huge when they're like kids. Like especially think about Selena Gomez, Demi Lovato,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's like they started off with these kids and they were like so obviously it was the Disney Channel and you can only do so much, but then like they were held back by like their Disney contracts or their like whatever, and then they just like springboard into something fucking like obviously Miley Cyrus is a good example of this. Like she fucking went the whole different direction than she did 6-7 years ago. That's good. I fucking love her new direction. It's weird and not
right.
necessarily good. Like it's not
There's
like she's not necessarily a good artist all the time, but it's interesting, which I'm
yeah,
all for. I'm all for interesting.
there's it's weird because when a artist like especially like Justin Bieber, when he comes becomes huge when he's like 16, and then I mean especially like everyone kind of caught flat or everyone gave him flack for like, oh, what's gonna happen when his voice actually like really starts to change? Because
It gets
like
better. That's what
yeah,
happens.
yeah,
It got
it gets
better.
better, and
It
so
got
to
more range.
see, and you always like you have to take their career with a grain of salt when they make a move like that because like everyone wants to think of Justin like everyone who hates Justin Bieber still today is still thinking, oh, he's just this little punk kid and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
like it's got to be hard to mature in the spotlight like that,
Yeah, and he
like
probably is still a punk ass kid, but he's
I'm
getting up there. He's not gonna be young forever, man.
right. And
He'll
then
grow up at
there's
some point. And like, what's that gonna be like? What is a 30-year-old Justin Bieber like?
right is like I would kind of see him taking some sort of route like kind of like what Justin Timberlake's done.
Kind of, but the thing is, like, super big pop stars, that kind of pop music, like, that's what Justin Bieber used to be. And then sort of he changed sort of when pop music it has changed. Like, think about huge pop stars these days, like Chris Brown, whether you like him or not, like he's on the radio a shit ton, but he does weirder stuff. He doesn't just do like he's got his normal pop songs that'll come out sometimes, like the one he did with Usher, where it's like, yes, of course, that's a pop song. But then like on that same album, he'll do some really weird stuff like Kendrick Lamar that like is really interesting. And then like some of his newer stuff, all the features that he does are like really interesting. That he worked with that EDM artist, and it like ended up being an awesome, huge pop song for the summer. 5 More Hours.
Yeah.
Um, but then like think about like the weekend. The weekend's huge, and Sam Smith, who has a very interesting and like sort of classical good voice, but is used in a modern pop dance setting, and that's really interesting. It's not, think about pop music back when Justin Bieber first came around, like Usher. The sort of like you think back to like the kind of songs that were coming out, and they were not like the ones that are on the radio now.
Oh no,
Like pop
no.
music got
There's
dirtier. It's like pop music was like Christina Aguilera before Dirty, and then Dirty happened, and now it's moved on, man. Now we're just in a dirty, grimier pop music scene. We just are,
yeah.
especially with male
Mhm.
pop singers. Female, you can probably get a lot of the older type of stuff, like girl power stuff. But but then again, you got Demi Lovato, who was super duper, goody two shoes pop, and now is like her new stuff is like, damn, Demi Lovato. Whoo, ow.
And even like her album cover
Yeah, it's all
is
scandalous. It's all like, I'm a fucking woman now. I am not this chick from whatever show she was on the Disney Channel. She's
right.
like hot and an adult. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw you roll your eyes at me over there. God. Anyway, so yeah. Okay, I don't remember where I was. Anyway, the Justin Bieber album is not terrible. It's definitely got some dumb shit on there, but like, there's definitely a couple songs that I'm like, wow, this is a really good. Like, I could get down to this.
Yeah, the
Good stuff.
review I read was like there's still stuff that's still kind of in the vein of old like
I mean, I'm
of his
sure
older stuff.
Pitchfork fucking tore it apart and was like, "This is a fucking abysmal piece
I,
of shit."
I forget which one I read.
Where's James Blake? Do you know who James Blake is?
Yeah.
Do you know who James
Uh,
Blake is? He was like a big
yeah.
deal a couple of years ago. The
Yeah.
Pitchfork is all about probably like, "Where's James Blake at, man? This Justin Bieber's bullshit."
Yeah.
Whatever.
Um, that and the new One Direction album came out too.
Yes, it did. I have not heard much of anything off that except for like one song.
I'm not either. I
But there it'll sell. Not too worried about it.
yeah, my streams aren't gonna make or break them.
Yeah. I do wonder what the next huge like I mean, obviously nothing's gonna beat Taylor Swift's 1989, but what's gonna be second place? You know what I mean? Like what's gonna have that same sort of
I'm guessing the new Adele record.
yes. That's what I think too. I was gonna say probably Adele, right?
Especially with the success of Hello.
That song is
Like,
crazy successful. Woo.
yeah, the internet, like Adele, like I think a move like that, like actually really helps you in terms of album, like in terms of like future success because she had like she was on a roll with no pun
Rolling the
intended.
deep. God damn that.
She was on a roll with like she would have two records. Was it 19 and
She had
21?
two. She had 19 and 21, and then she just like went away. It was
Yeah,
perfect. It was
yeah, and
exactly what you need to do.
yeah, like just giving that time for everyone. Like, I mean, even like the landscape of pop music has changed a little bit, even just in the few years
Yeah,
that she's been
yeah,
gone. And
yeah.
so, like,
I mean, obviously, I think Sam Smith kind of came out of Adele. Like, I'm not
right,
saying that Adele influenced. I'm saying like Adele got super huge, and I think people were like, "Man, you don't have to be like a huge pop star. You can sing fucking sad piano songs, and everyone will fucking love you." You just have to
yeah,
have a really good voice and have a really powerful like songwriting. And so someone did that for Sam Smith, or he did it. I don't know. Maybe he wrote those songs, but
right. And
it
I
worked
think
out,
that
man.
yeah, I think that just like it was just enough time away where people are like, when the hell is she gonna put out new stuff?
Yeah, nobody
Adele
forgot
needs to come.
about her, but you started just like it just went to the back of your head. Unless
Yeah,
you're a super fan. For someone like me who liked her music and still does, I never forgot about her. I just whatever. Just don't really think about it. And then
right.
all of a
It's
sudden
like
she comes back and like, oh, there's a new Adele song, and it just kills, just annihilates everything.
sorry, I'm plugging my laptop back.
Yeah, as you do. But
Uh,
okay, yeah. So that's what I've been listening to. Basically, a lot of stuff that came out Friday. It's been good. That's a good Monday.
yeah.
So what do you got?
Um,
I do have another topic, but I can go. Maybe I'll go after you again.
I see. I don't exactly.
Come
Uh,
on, you can think of something.
I've been doing my little peruse Reddit. The only one that really kind of caught my eye.
Ooh, you know what we need to talk about
Ooh, what do we need to talk about?
the fucking attacks in Paris. Not like politically, but
Yeah, well, that's yeah,
in a
that's
sense that man, that was during an Eagles of Death metal show.
I
You
know
believe that?
that's
I can't believe
terrifying.
that. That I cannot like, and the fact like the article that's like the Deftones were there 15 minutes prior. Like that's
Yeah, this
nuts,
yeah,
man.
Deftones were I think we're in the audience.
No, they said they left the venue
Oh, they
like
did.
15 minutes prior.
And then the Arcs were literally a mile away playing another show themselves.
Yeah. It's
Ugh.
what? That's nuts, man.
I was I I actually wore my Eagles of Death Metal shirt on Saturday. I do kind of a topic. I went to a concert on Saturday.
Hmm.
Um, but I was talking to people like at the concert about the I was like, oh yeah, there was somehow Eagles of Death Metal got brought up. And they're like, you know that band? I was like, yeah. And I showed up my shirt, and they're like, oh my god. They're like, who are they? I was like, they started asking like, are they any good? I was like, Queens of the Stone Age, right? They're like, yeah. I was like, the singer of Queens of the Stone Age is the drummer. They're like, oh really? I didn't know that. Um,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
uh,
What show was it?
so it was just like a house concert. It was all right. So I'll run down the events. So
Okay.
my roommates know are friends with the guy that's in this band. The band is called Horse Massage,
That's a sweet name. I am really
and
happy with that name.
and um, so basically the point of the band is to make like the crappiest music possible.
Oh, well, that's
It,
no, be the best. Be
this,
the best you can
so,
be.
so they consider themselves, they call themselves noise rock. Like it's all the
Oh,
all the chords they play are like very dissonant, like they're not actually chords, it's just kind of like random finger arrangements on the guitar.
what the
But
hell?
it's like a chord, but like there's like one note that's like purposely out of
Totally
tune, or
wrong. Oh, okay.
and
Why?
I'm
Why?
not sure. I'm not sure. I
Was
don't know. It's
okay. How was the
Chicago.
show? Interesting.
So
Who
I
shows up for that?
so this little, it's like a little DIY venue that's in a, it's in this Mexican neighborhood called Pilsen, which is
Hmm.
like primarily it's like a very big Mexican neighborhood.
Hmm.
And there's like 5 or 6 like DIY venues, kind of like around the area. So
So
this
what does
place
that
is called,
mean? Is that what is DIY venue? Does that mean like you go in and just talk to them and try and set
so
up a
like so
gig, or
so
what
like
is it?
so basically like all the bands that come here are like, they're not like really like high profile regional or national acts. So there's like, it's like people in the area that just like want to come and like are looking for a gig to play. Like I like me going in there and like looking to like, I'll play a gig acoustically.
So it's like it's just like a slightly higher step up from an open mic, sort of. It's like a scheduled open mic. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's like a
yeah,
pre-scheduled open mic where it's like you don't have to
yeah,
be have renowned. You can just sort of come in and maybe we'll
yeah. And
listen to a
it's,
song.
yeah, and I mean like my roommates knew like 75% of the people in the crowd.
Oh
So
wow.
so like, I mean, so it's all kind of like, it's kind of like a very very large community group of friends that all like, everyone kind of knows each other, and like you all just
Mhm.
kind of come hang out. Like they had like 4 or 5 different bands play.
Oh, cool, cool.
Um, so it's called Eco, and it's just like, it's the most unassuming place because you like, you could pass it down the street and not even know it. I mean, like it's literally like you walk in, it's kind of an apartment, I guess. Like the people live there, but like when you come
This
in,
is
it's like
all
the living room.
sounds very strange. Now it's sounding stranger. At first, now I had a grasp on it, and now you're like, you wouldn't even know it's there, and it's kind of an apartment building, which makes me think it's just an apartment building.
I mean, like people live there, but like they host like these
Okay,
shows like scheduled every week. Um,
so it's like in their home.
kind of, yeah. I mean, it's like
Do they offer beer and stuff?
they
Is
do,
someone selling it, or they just have it?
they have it,
They just have it. Okay,
they
this
have it.
okay.
I'm not sure like how much I should say because like they'll like, I don't know, like they like, everyone kind of like brings like your own stuff too, whatever. But
Okay, I get. I now I get it. Now
so
I'm
it's kind of just
grasping
like
it.
a, it's just kind of
Now I'm
like a
grasping it.
house concert venue. Like
Yes. Okay. I am totally now. I totally get it. Sort of. Yes.
it was
Okay.
really cool. Like they have a garden rooftop that like overlooks, or like literally
Yes.
sits right next to the train line.
That's cool.
But it's like all lit up in there, like, but the back of the place is like kind of like an old warehouse. Like think of, okay, the best way to describe it is like, it's like about the size of like a small diner space.
Hmm.
Because there is like, in like an industrial like kitchen, cooktops and all that stuff, and like you go through doors that like was basically like warehouse storage area, but like kind
Okay.
of small. But anyways, so this, so there were several bands that played, or people that played, like some people just like came and like played on their, like on a guitar, and just like solo artists.
Hmm.
So the show I got from Horse Massage was actually very different from what they usually do, because they actually played 2 shows. Like they played a show like 7:30, 8 o'clock, and then after they were done, they came and like did this show.
Okay.
So
So
it's
you
like
got
it,
the fucking second act of horse massage.
yeah. Um, like usually like they'll set up like with the full band, they'll play and I think it's kind of like energetic, like kind of punk esque from what I gather.
Sounds like noise rock fits. That fits.
Like I think that's what they usually play, but what they did for this performance, so all like every my roommate actually stood in as drummer, but all these guys put on like those rubber horse head masks,
Yes, they needed those.
and all of them are spray painted a different color. Like basically, like think of like
The
Power Ranger.
mask?
Yeah, they spray painted the
Okay.
mask. So like
That's
think of
cool.
like each member was like basically kind of like a Power Ranger with a different horse head mask, colored horse head mask. Like the
Okay.
bass player was like red sweatpants, red sweatshirt, red mask. Then there was like
Mhm.
everyone was in sweatshirts and like sweatpants, and their
It's kind of
appropriate
rad.
color mask.
That's pretty rad.
And they
Sounds really
performed,
hot though. Fuck that after like 10 minutes. Whew.
and so they performed like this little play. They had a recording of this play. No one like no none of them actually spoke during the entire thing. It was just like a
Okay.
recording. It was a recording, and it was like each person's part came up, like the person moved and kind of like gestured that they were
Okay, so they
supposed to go
kind of
into the
acted it
speaking.
out, but yeah,
Yeah,
okay. That's
yeah.
pretty funny.
So they acted this out, and then what they did is they played a recording of their album, but their album the recording was sped up 3 times, so it was like very very fast,
Okay.
literally like da 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 da, like really upbeat.
Okay.
And none of them actually played; they just pretended to play to this
Oh.
recording.
Oh.
It it makes that Jessica Von Rabbit show look totally pedestrian. I'll
Yeah,
put I'll
in
put it that way.
comparison.
I'll put it that way.
In comparison, yeah.
There was no vocals, so there was a saxophone player, a bass player, a guitarist, the drummer, and then one guy that basically just like did some sort of seizure interpretive dance. Like he danced the entire thing, literally
Oh.
just like basically sprinting in place and like falling on the floor and like moving all around. It's a very very energetic show all around.
And is this something I can only get in if I go to Chicago, or can I find this online?
I
I'm
don't know
afraid
if
to
you,
type in horse massage. I don't know what I'm gonna find.
I, I'm not sure. You
I'm
might have
gonna
to just
do
come
it,
to
but I'm
Chicago.
not really happy about it. Okay,
I
it's
don't.
just a bunch of demoing how to massage their horse. I don't see anything that looks like it. Oh, wait, no. Horse massage live at Club Soda in Illinois. This is
Yeah,
happening. I have to fuck you. I have to. It's all the whole thing. It's 21 minutes and it's in high definition. Oh dear
I
lord, I'm watching this later. Oh boy.
yeah. I don't
This
know
is
if you're
actually
gonna.
this link is going in the show notes. Like
My friend,
this is amazing.
I mean, it was by far the most unique show I've ever been to. Like, I don't want to say I hated it because like it's. I'm not sure like if I just found it like really funny like the way they were doing it because it was like I mean there was literally like half a second gap in between each of their songs. It was like they just paused and then like went right back into the next song.
Okay. Sadly,
But
they don't have their horse costumes here, but I see the saxophone and it's definitely them.
yeah, um, but like they were asking people like after the show like it's like almost like they like try to purposely get booed because like they know that like they're not like really making genuinely quality music. But I think just
Dang,
like the
that's weird.
what's funny is like the I think people enjoy the show just because like they have an energy and just like it's the point where it's just so ridiculous that like you can't like
I
help but like
guess
like that's
if it's more of like a performance piece, then I guess I wouldn't call it a concert. I call it more of a performance piece where it's like we're just gonna make loud noises come out of these speakers, and
pretty
you're gonna drink beer. So
yeah
enjoy.
yeah it's definitely more performance, more of a performance than it is actually like
Performance thing.
listening to like really catchy song or something.
Okay. Well,
But
that sounds cool. That sounds pretty cool.
the whole place was actually like the venue itself was pretty sweet. I mean, you're basically sitting right on top of these people.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I imagine.
the size of the room. It's like it's basically like everyone in like the first like 5 feet of a regular concert venue.
Nice.
It's um yeah, it's like definitely not something I would have expected myself to be going to ever, but it was either go to that or sit here and watch Netflix all night. So I think I
Yeah. Nah. Well, good man. That's cool. That's horse massage, people. I will throw
yes,
up. I will link that YouTube video in the show notes when it goes up
I
tomorrow.
like anyone who listens to it.
It's a thing.
I don't expect them to like it at all. I expect most people to just go, "What the fuck is this?" And I think that's
This
what
guy's
the
literally
band.
okay. I gotta say, this guy's literally just yelling into a microphone, and there's a saxophone playing. He's just yelling. That's
Yep.
interesting. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Everyone mostly like I expect you to go like, "What the hell is this?" And like that's what the band expects too. Like there's like you know they're actually playing a gig at a satanic temple in Minneapolis in April.
That makes sense. That is the only logical end for horse massage. They're going to bring about the apocalypse. That's what they're probably trying to do. They are straight up going to raise Satan from hell and kill all of us with that goddamn music. Cool though. That'd be a pretty cool way to go out to be like the horse massage band did it. Okay, so all right, we've been going for about 40 minutes. So we'll move on. Final quick topic. Little overdue since we're recording a little bit late. I kind of wanted to do this last week, but it's totally cool. I picked up Guitar Hero Live a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago. Came out October 20th, I believe. I got it a week or two after, and I gotta say, it's pretty good. Did you said you maybe a little bit with Guitar Hero before?
Yeah, I've played Guitar Hero before, but I'm not really good. I'm better at regular guitar.
Yeah, I mean regular guitar is better for sure. But so I just want to show off the controller real quick. So Guitar Hero's back, and they have a new controller. It looks like this. See how the buttons are all different instead of the five. You've
Yeah.
got basically 3 frets, 2 buttons per fret, and
Hmm.
so interestingly enough, it actually made Guitar Hero difficult again because I played so much Guitar Hero when I was in high school that I mean I'm not going to say that I could do 100% every song, but like I was definitely playing at a higher tier than most of my friends, if not all of my friends, and so it was like I can't even play against you fucking fools. You can't do shit. I was basically just trying to beat myself, and so I was hesitant to really pick up one of these. Like musical instrument games are sort of back. Like Rock Band came out early October as well. So like they're both kind of back at the same time. And if this would have just been another Guitar Hero with the normal ass buttons, I probably would have passed on it because that's why I kind of passed on Rock Band. I just didn't want to spend $250 to do the same thing, especially in an
Right.
apartment where I can barely play it. So I picked up this because they did the like everything's different, man. Like the controller's different, so I had to learn how to play it again. Obviously, it's
Hmm.
not as hard as learning guitar, but it was totally different from the way it was before because the way that it's set up, you're actually making more chord shapes, kind of. I mean, obviously not true chord shapes, but like it feels like it, you know, like
Sure.
you're using your fingers in a way that makes it feel like you're doing a power chord or a bar chord. Like obviously it's not a 1-to-1 ratio, but it just feels better as someone who has dabbled with guitar a little bit. It just makes you kind of feel more like you're playing it, so that makes it feel more fun to me
Yeah.
anyway. Um, and so with this Guitar Hero, it's only guitar. They didn't do like the full band thing. They just said this is a guitar game. This is what you're gonna get. And there are 2 modes. There is Guitar Hero Live, which is sort of their like single players, not story, but it's just sort of their single player campaign. deal, which was they actually filmed. I don't know how to explain it. So all the songs are licensed that are in it. It's all the real song. What they did is they went and they took these really amazing HD GoPro cameras and they like filmed concerts, I guess. So basically they had like these just kind of lower tier B bands that nobody's ever heard of, and they filmed them singing as if they were singing the songs you're playing, but
Yeah.
you're hearing the licensed song, you're not hearing them sing. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
It's just sort of like so there's like maybe 6 or 7 different bands. They each have their own sort of genre, and the songs that you play when you're seeing that band kind of fits the genre.
Okay.
Um, and it's like it's dumb, like it's really kind of dumb. Like you'll every song, every like set that you do starts with you like walking up through the backstage, and the roadies will be like give you guitar and they'll be like, man, rock on, and they'll do the thing that's like so corny and cheesy. Like nobody says that, nobody swears or anything and says like fuck yeah. So you're just like, okay, whatever. But then you go out onto like the stage, and like they didn't film obviously a full, like they have huge venues in the game, but you can obviously tell there's just copy and pasting going on. But they filmed like a crowd, so they must have like gathered a
Right.
shit ton of people to like be filmed. And so before in Guitar Hero, you would like be building stars as your score got higher.
Yeah.
But they kind of took that away as far as with the Guitar Hero Live stuff. There's Guitar Hero TV, and I'll get onto that in a second. But with Guitar Hero Live, basically, you don't fail songs, but they basically filmed each song twice. So one version is the crowd super into it, the band's super into it, everyone's having a good time, and it's great. Then they actually film a version where you're sucking. So if like you suck for long enough and you miss a big streak of notes, it'll show the crowd being like, "Boo, you suck," and your bandmates will be like, "What are you fucking doing, dude? Why do you play better?" It's really awesome, though. I think it's really cool because it's like such a good incentive to play better. Because
Right.
before when you would miss notes, it would give you like a just like a sound that you didn't like hearing, like strings just being battered or whatever, like just some
Yeah.
weird thing to let you know you missed the note. Now it doesn't really make a noise, just kind of mutes the note. But what it does too, it switches to the crowd that like hates you, and they're just all booing at you, and you just feel so stupid. But it's really fun, and there's actually a lot of good songs. The songs that they picked for the Guitar Hero this time around are a lot different from before, just in that before they kind of went for a lot of mass appeal stuff that everyone liked, and now they picked a bunch of stuff that you wouldn't really think to hear
Mm.
because it's really modern. Hold on one second. What? Not right now. Sorry, recording, dear. Can't pause it. She can yell at me all she wants. Not stopping. Anyway, so where was I? Okay, the songs are mine. It's like modern rock. It's like stuff. It's like stuff from the past couple of years and stuff from even last year. You've got a lot of different kind of bands. Like, I mean, I'm not gonna say Black Keys isn't mass appeal, but it's not. That was shit wasn't in standard in stuff before. And then you've
Right.
got like Surfer Blood, which is a band you said you saw them, right?
Hmm.
Surfer Blood's in there. They're kind of different. You've got Gerard Way, so it's not My Chemical Romance. It's just the front man from My Chemical Romance who has a side project, like his band's in there. It's pretty good. It's good. The amount of the variety of stuff is really good. And then let's see what else. Okay, that's all for that. That's pretty much all that. It's cool. The second mode is called Guitar Hero TV, and they basically set up what it can only be. It's like MTV in the '80s, but with Guitar Hero. It's that together. It's just a bunch of. They basically what they do is you'll jump into Guitar Hero TV. It's a 24-hour streaming thing. So it's not like you jump into Guitar Hero TV and like pick songs. You can, but basically what it does is
Yeah.
there's different channels. So like one channel will be this is heavy rock. So for this half hour, the songs you're gonna play are gonna be heavy rock songs. I'll just kind of like play ones. They have like a 200 song list catalog or something.
Hmm.
You're gonna just have to learn how to put paper in the printer yourself, or wait a little bit. She jammed it. I have to talk about Guitar Hero now. I'm not gonna delete it. So that's too bad. So yeah. Anyway, Guitar Hero Live, Guitar Hero TV. She keeps fucking distracting me. It's like MTV. You just jump in. It just is playing music videos all the time, and you just kind of jump in and you can play this song, play the songs. And there's two different channels. One is more like your pop and like dance and sort of everything else, and the other one's like hard rock. They just kind of that's the two separators at the moment. Later on, they're going to be obviously adding more channels, and there is a way for you to play whatever song you want. It's just kind of like a sort of a jukebox system where you get tokens and you can pick songs.
Sure.
Like you earn them, or you can buy them with real money, which is dumb, but whatever. Anyway, what I want to get at is that Guitar Hero Live is like super cool. It's only $100. It's not 250 like Rock Band with the whole thingy-madoodle. But for anyone who likes Guitar Hero and sort of misses it and wants to get back in on the action, they should maybe think about giving it a try. Maybe not soon because it's still $100, but at some point in the future, if it gets cheap and you have the means to play it, you super should. It's a lot of fun.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I wish I could play Guitar Hero as well as I could play regular guitar.
No, real guitar is such a better skill.
Well,
it's such a better. It just makes more sense to do.
Well, strictly to have the video game skill, considering and many guests that would come visit me don't have the skill to play regular instruments.
Isn't that a bummer, man? Wouldn't it have been a lot cooler if instead of kids playing video games, everyone just sort of like learned how to play an instrument when they were younger? It's sort of this weird thing, like video games are so easy and anyone can jump in. It's so accessible, but instruments are super not. So wouldn't that have been cooler if everyone if it was just a normal thing in our society for kids to just sort of learn an instrument?
Right.
Whatever. Yeah. It could be any instrument.
I even remember like people would say like, "Oh yeah, I have a guitar. My parents got me a guitar, but it just sits in my room." And like this was like right when I was like really getting into like playing guitar like all the time. I was like, "You assholes! Like you guys, you have this perfectly like probably $100-$200 guitar sitting in your closet, and here I am like wishing I could like have a better one than the one I have. Like, just like screw you guys. Like I want."
Yeah. I don't know. I just think that'd be cool because then it could be something like that where everyone just sort of like has this instrument that they play, and you could sort of go to wherever you need. Whenever you want somebody to be like, "Hey, bring your instrument," and you just jam all the time. It'd be just world peace everywhere, dude. Be killer. But yeah, that's what I had. That was my topic. My other one.
Yeah.
So
sweet.
It's been almost an hour. We'll move on to those song recommendations. I know you got that their concert to get to.
Yeah.
So why don't we let's do it. Let's move on to the last part of the show. We're all gonna throw you guys some song recommendations, track recommendations. They will go up on our Spotify playlist. If you are a Spotify user, you can hit that up. In the show notes, you'll find a link, and you can subscribe to it from there. And give it a listen.
Yeah,
so Seth,
cool.
Why don't you start us off?
All right. I actually have one that's actually pretty different than anything I usually listen to. My drummer, well, this guy that I'm jamming with currently down here in Chicago, got me into this band called PVT. It's simply just the letters. Simply just the letters PVT. Kind of post rock esque.
Good. Gotta like post rock.
Some like their similar artists, Battles, and Battles. Atoms for Peace. Yeah, Atoms for Peace. And like Fuck Buttons. I think that's kind of a bigger name. But this it was a song called "Make Me Love You." It's off of like it's off a deluxe. It's on an 10th anniversary edition of this album. The album is called "Make Me Love You," but it's really I don't know. I've been listening to a little bit of their stuff lately, and it's really good. So yeah,
Solid.
"Make Me Love You"
Solid.
by PVT.
Cool, cool, cool. All right, so first track I'm going to recommend is one from Guitar Hero that I was just talking about. It's actually that Surfer Blood band that we were talking about. The song's called Demon Dance. Um, it was a song that I found playing over and over again because I just like it's weird because if I heard that song on its own, if I heard the song on its own, it's sort of a how would you describe Surfer Blood? It's for like indie punk. Um, it's like
Yeah, that's
it because like the guitar's loud, man. It's a loud song, but it's like got indie vocals sort of, but it's like sort of punk.
yeah. I don't know. I think it's kind of like that kind of post punk revival. That it's like
Yeah.
just I don't know when I think of like kind of like your standard indie like just I don't know indie punk rock seems to for me it seems to fit.
Yeah,
Right.
that sounds about right. Sounds but yeah, it's
It's
really
just
good. It's really catchy. Like I found myself sort of only I would just play it because it was fun to play in the game, and then I would find myself sort of humming it to myself, and it's just like really catchy. Super good song. Demon Dance by Surfer Blood.
um so I'm actually working on my WordPress blog. I've been working on a list of um favorite guitar solos.
Ooh boy.
Um and so I've been like going through a lot of like some that's kind of why I've been going through a lot of my old stuff because like there's a lot of songs older songs that I like that have like killer guitar solos. Um, and the one song I'm going to recommend is an Incubus song off of Curl After the Murder called. This isn't one
Ooh.
with necessarily my favorite guitar solo, but the song is called Pistola.
Yeah. It's a good song, man. I
I
like that album. That album was kind of not received great from what I can remember, but that album there's some good songs on that
yeah like
album.
Megalomaniac was like the really big one off of that. That or
Curl
like
With for Murder
Talk
is good.
Show,
Like I'm just saying, a lot of the songs are really good. Pistola,
like
uh,
Agoraphobia,
The Devil. I like that one a lot. Yeah, Agoraphobia is really good. Hearing
Talk Show on Mute.
no, that's yeah, Talk Show and Mute. That's what I was thinking of. Yeah,
Yeah,
good.
Pistola. Like that's I because I was watching a YouTube video of Mike Einzinger playing it, and it's oh god, he's fucking great. He's a favorite guitar player of mine. Yeah. So
Okay, good.
going back a little bit.
Check that one out. That's a good ass song. So my next one is gonna be one of those newer artists that I was talking about. It's from Lawrence Taylor, and it's called Bang Bang. That's actually the title of that 4-track EP that just came out Friday, I'm guessing. It's super good. I'm not even gonna tell you about it. It's just a really good song. If you like the sort of bluesy, it doesn't sound like Dan Auerbach from the Black Keys, but it's sort of got that soulful, bluesy thing going on.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
good. It's just real good. Lawrence Taylor, Bang Bang.
My last one, I almost forgot about this. Speaking of new music, that there's a band called Deep Valley.
Deep
It's
Valley.
um, it's two girls, drums and guitar, like
Huh.
very like
Would you look at that?
uh
Drums and
very
guitar.
very much in the vein of like it's like your typical like blues rock duo.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but like it's I don't want to say it's like feminist because it's like there's like a little bit of like feminist theme into it. It's kind of like feminist rock, but like
Okay.
not super not like
Not in a
in your
bad way.
face. Yeah, like not like
Yeah,
in your
not,
face feminist, but it's just like kind of like
yeah.
girl, gritty, dirty girl rock.
Okay, good.
Um, they just released a new track called Royal Jelly.
That's a good name. Royal
Um,
Jelly. Yes.
uh, it's to actually be honest with you, I think it's like one of like you take out Royal Blood, like it's one of like I think this is a heavier song than anything the Black Keys have put out since they were like still doing duo stuff.
Like thick freakness stuff.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
yeah, it's really fucking good.
Cool, cool. Okay. So my final one is from a group. It's a group called Group Love. Have you heard of them?
I have heard of Group Love.
Group Love. They were pretty big. I don't know if it was their last album or it was one before that. But anyway, it had that song Tongue Tied on it. It was like in some commercial, and so everyone fucking loved it. But I was kind of onto them that album before that commercial hit, and everyone was all up their asses. They're super good, like catchy indie rock group. They got a new album out called um oh wait, this is not new at all. What's their newest album come out? I gotta find it. I'm sorry. This is not new. It's from 2013. Sorry, their 2013 album, Spreading Rumors. It's called Ways to Go. This song was also on Guitar Hero. That's how I like sort of first came across it. It's awesome. It's really catchy. It's really upbeat. It's sort of like exactly what that kind of band does. Like, sometimes you just need a good indie rock fucking get you going. Kind of like
Yeah.
I don't want to say that it's similar in like lyrically, but like sort of like pumped up kicks when you hear it, it's just kind of like, yeah,
Oh,
all right, good times, grooving. Even though, pumped up kicks is obviously a terrible song lyrically. It's about horrible things. But it's just the feel of the song is really like
sure.
upbeat, sort of positive for some reason. It's really good. So go check that
Cool.
one out. All right, man. Well, that's it. We're a little bit shorter of a show, but that's cool.
It's all right.
It happens. It happens. We got it in as long as we get it in.
Sweet.
All right, dude.
So
Take us out
take us
the
out
most awkward way possible.
in the most awkward. All right. Thanks for listening. See you. I'll catch you later or next time.
Fucking. All I'm thinking of is "I Love You,
I love you,
Man."
man.
From that movie.
Yes, that's exactly where I was going.
You too, Jobin. All right.
All right.
All right.
Rock on.
It's over. It's over.